What's up guys, it's your girl Honey and I am back with another video. Guys, another pregnancy video. As you read by the title, I'm going to be talking about everything postpartum today. What happens to your body after you have the baby. My baby is right here. He's sleeping. Guys, we have had the slowest morning today. So I think it's like noon right now. I don't even know, my phone died. But we've been having a really slow morning. I had to take a nap with him. It's been one of those mornings and he's like wanting to eat every like hour and a half right now. So sometimes he'll like do that. He'll do like cluster feeds. So that's what we've been doing. I finally got up, I made the bed, and now I'm shooting this video. So I'm just waiting for him to wake up so that we can have a bath, get all clean for our day. But he's just rolling around in bed, okay? He doesn't want to get up. Oh. Guys, this is based off of my experience, what I experienced, and having a vaginal birth. Right after you have the baby, if you have a tear that needs stitches, they will stitch it up for you. And then for me, they sent me off to another part of the hospital into another room. And that was kind of where we stayed for 24 hours. So right after, once the epidural wears off and everything, you're gonna start to feel like pain down there. You're gonna start to feel burning. The pain was extremely manageable for me. So I didn't ask for any like extra pain meds. I just felt like the epidural was enough for me. Like I didn't need to put any more pain meds in my body. I got a level 1 tear. So down there it was painful, guys. It was painful. Getting up and down and moving around and stuff was a little bit uncomfortable. I would say for me it was about maybe like a 6 out of 10 or maybe like a 7 out of 10, 6.5, 7 out of 10. I've said this in one of our other videos, but you're just in pure bliss. So none of that really even matters. I was just trying to get home. That was like my main concern. I just wanted to get home. I just wanted to shower. I just wanted to give him a bath. They didn't give the baby a bath at the hospital because of COVID, so don't expect any bathing happening. At this point, all that's coming out of, for me, this is based off of just my personal experience again. So for me, I was able to feed, he latched, and what was coming out was colostrum. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but anyways, that's all that was coming out. So I didn't even realize that that was all that he was really getting, and like, it's not like an abundant amount that's coming out. So, but that was fine for him. I guess it holds a lot of nutrients and it's kind of what the baby needs at the very beginning. So everybody was asking me, did you get formula? Do you have formula on hand? No, I did not get formula. So he was just making do with what he had. 2 days, I think it was, or maybe 3 days. 3 days later, my milk came in. So now when your milk comes in, your boobs are going to get so ginormous, so hard, so filled. I had lumps in my armpits. Oh my God, it was so freaking painful. And now that I'm thinking about it and now looking back, right when I felt that, I should have pumped. But I didn't, because when I went on Google, there's so many things on Google. So guys, you have to really ask people who have gone through this type of stuff, ask questions, because Google isn't always right. They may tell you like the worst case scenario. Google was like, don't pump because then your milk is going to, something about how it's gonna, it's just gonna be worse the second time around. So like after they empty, once they fill up again, it's gonna be worse. But no, that was not the case, guys. I should have pumped right away, because once I pumped, it was like the most insane relief. I think I pumped probably like 13 ounces, or I forget what it was. It was either 10 or 13 ounces, but it was a lot. I like had like 2 bottles full and then 1 like half full. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, definitely guys, if your boobs are filling up and they're very hard, and that's when your milk comes in. And guys, pump that shit out because it is freaking painful. Just go back to the tear and the stuff down there. Guys, you're gonna be bleeding. I don't know if you watched my hospital bag video, but in the hospital bag video, I was like, I don't want to wear diapers. Like, it's enough that I have to wear pads. I don't want to wear diapers. So I brought pads, and then my cousin messaged me and she's like, honestly, get the diapers. So I listened and I got the diapers, and best decision that I've ever made, because the diapers are extremely comfortable, way better than a pad, way better than a pad. I got small, medium, and I had to kind of like rip the sides because afterwards you're really still swollen and stuff. So I had to rip the sides. That worked for me. So just ripping a little bit of the sides, and then that way they can fit comfortably on you. But honestly, I should have got a large, and then I ended up ordering extra large, which was way too big. So that went to waste. Women's diapers, 100% recommend them. So I gave birth 10 days ago, and now I'm just wearing like panty liners, but you are gonna be bleeding for quite some time. I think it's like 6 to 8 weeks, they say. A week after my birth, bleeding started like slowing down and stuff like that. I was really happy about that because I was not trying to wear a diaper for 6 weeks to 8 weeks. So yeah, so there's that. And then guys, again, the Peri bottle. The Peri bottle is life, because you can't be like wiping down there. You can't be like too aggressive down there. You're gonna want like relief, 1, and 2, you're gonna want to get like cleansed down there. Peri bottle is it, guys. Put some lukewarm water in there, and oh my gosh, guys, it is like it's amazing, guys. Peri bottle, Peri bottle, Peri bottle. I cannot say it enough times. Every time you go to the washroom, grab your Peri bottle, fill it with some fresh water, and squirt down there, because it is going to give you a lot of relief and make you just feel a little bit more clean. That was like one of my #1 essentials. And then obviously put your fresh diaper on, your fresh pad, whatever the case is. Honestly, the first few days are very uncomfortable. Like, you just don't really feel like yourself. You kind of feel like gross. The diaper really made a difference for me. I ordered on Amazon I think they're the Always Discreet ones, and they were super comfortable. So shout out to all the people that told me to get diapers, because I would have been wearing pads and it would not be cute. Postpartum body. So for the first kind of week, I had this like lump, kind of like what was left of my belly, I guess. And then finally the hump is gone, and now I just have some kind of like flubber, a little bit of loose skin, bloated looking. But honestly, I'm really thankful, because my stomach has gone down quite a bit, and it happened very fast. It's pretty fascinating what actually happens to your body afterwards, because it was not what I expected. My expectations for this entire birth and all of this whole process and everything, I was expecting the worst. So that was the best thing I could have ever done, because me expecting the worst, I could not have asked for like a better outcome. So obviously my body is not like back to what it was, obviously. But we're gonna have some work to do. But my main focus right now is just filling my body with all the nutrients that this baby needs, because again, I am breastfeeding. This is also another thing, leaky boobies constantly. If I don't pump, then I will be leaking. I've had so many moments where I'll like wake up and the bed is wet, and I'm like, what is happening? Why is the bed wet? And then I'll look down and then I'll see that I'm wet, and I'll be like, oh, my boobs are leaking. Sometimes he'll feed on one boob and then the other boob will start leaking. So my boobs are extremely filled right now. I find myself leaking like 24/7. I don't wear a bra right now because it's just uncomfortable. I am just all about the comfort right now. I don't even care. It's all a part of motherhood. I need to pump. Obviously, if I was to go out, which I haven't really gone out that much yet, but if I were to go out, I would put on a bra and I would put on my nipple pads. So guys, make sure you have your nipple pads on deck. And if you are somebody that is gonna be uncomfortable with leaking through their clothing, just make sure that I only wear like these nighties. But yeah, or like some sort of pajama, like that's what I'm wearing all day long, because I just need to let it all out. But if you are gonna be uncomfortable, just make sure you have nipple pads, and then get some bras that kind of have the clips on them, and then you can just, they're called nursing bras. You can get them on Amazon. They're pretty comfortable. Honestly, it's just preference for me. I just rather not wear a bra. And then guys, also a lot of people have been asking me about my mood. How am I? How are you feeling? And I'm so grateful that I have people to check on me, because honestly, your body just went through so much. You just went through so much. You're now taking care of a baby. There's a lot of hormones. There's a lot of thoughts. There's a lot going on. So guys, just make sure if you're ever feeling depressed, if you're ever feeling upset, if you're feeling overwhelmed, just make sure you reach out to somebody. Make sure you have a good support system, because it does happen. There is postpartum blues, postpartum depression. Thankfully, I haven't felt anything like that yet. I'm just so in love with our baby and I'm so happy, and I just don't even know what my life was before this. I'm not really experiencing any type of postpartum depression. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow or the next day or the next day, but as of right now, I am good. So just make sure you guys have a good support system. Make sure that your partner is aware that these things can happen. Just make sure you're open to conversation, and open the conversation if you are feeling depressed, because it can get dangerous. So guys, I think that I pretty much covered it. Really, it's like, I don't know what it's like to get a C-section. I don't know what it's like after a C-section and stuff like that. But I have learned to embrace my body. Like, I am embracing every single moment of this body change and whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm just embracing it. My boobs are looking crazy. My stomach is looking crazy, but it could be so much worse. We are good, we are happy, and I'm just taking my time with everything. There's no rush to get this revenge body back, because it's gonna take some time. I think that afterwards you can work out like 6 to 8 weeks or something like that. Just make sure that you are getting your naps in, make sure you're getting your showers in. It really helps if you obviously have a partner. Just take some time out for yourself, even if it's just for like 10-20 minutes. Go in the shower. That will make you feel very refreshed. And what else? Oh guys, food wise, it's a bit tricky, because most of the time you're just like so focused on the baby, so you're almost like forgetting about yourself. So guys, just if you can, or if you have somebody, partner, friends, whatever, accept the help, let people bring you food, prep lots of food, cut up fruit, cut up veggies. When the baby's sleeping, like, just start prepping your dinner, whatever the case is. Anytime that you can find to prep, just do some prepping, because it gets crazy. The day just goes by so fast, and by the time it's like 6 o'clock, you're like, oh shit, like, what am I eating for dinner? I don't even know. So accept the help and do some prepping. If I missed anything, if you want me to touch on anything, just let me know. Comment down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be back. Peace and love.